Got some sound effects glitch here, guys. Hold on a second. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We are ready. Entry. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it, baby. We got the fucking camera on. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, man. Let's do it. Coach K, baby. Come on, man. Play it, dude. There we go. Linebacking trio, man. Best you're going to see tonight, man. Fred Warner, dude. Coach K's pumped up tonight. 11-8 all time. CKFL playoff record. We got to go back, man. These fucking, dude. I'm telling you so much, man, dude. I give a lot of credit to these fucking special effects guys because I can't fucking do it. Save my fucking life. But, dude, we try to have these cool effects for you guys, but the fucking Canva always glitches out. They fucking go too quick, whatever. But really what we want to say, man, was we made the Super Bowl twice so far. 9th season in the league. 11-8 all-time CKFL record. But, man, the stat tonight, baby, you gotta fucking love it. Some voodoo magic, maybe. 2-0 all-time. When we fucking get there, man, we don't fucking lose. Tonight, that might change. But I think one of the best stats is 9-0 in one-score games this year. Just shows you that maybe Coach K is a bullshitter. But at the end of the day, we are set tonight for what's going to be a great game, baby. It's going to be a great game between these two teams. And we are live, baby. We are live. Mercedes-Benz Stadium, baby. Rise up, Falcons fans. It's going to be a beauty game tonight between Coach K, NFC champions, against the Atlanta Falcons. We are here in the booth tonight. Sadly, we get the ball first, bro. This could be a blowout for all we know. This team was 16-1. The only reason why they lost the game was sadly, oh, it's going to be a good return, Ramsey. I don't believe it. They're in front 6-0. What a start. You can't even really say that was really speed glitching too because it was just perfect blocking left side. That's exactly why I really recommend doing corner kicks where they don't have the leverage. That was more of a middle kick there by the Falcons. I'll be honest with you, second kickoff return of the year by Ramsey. He's only a 90 speed DB, a fit DB on the freaking squad. Dallas is already up 7-0 tonight. And it's one of those things I said, Coach K, maybe he has some of that voodoo magic still, black magic, whatever you want to fucking call it, to return it 26-yard line. But again, this football team, I think the best stat is 9-0 in one-score games this year. And, you have not lost one game when it's a one-score game. Can Coach K tonight make it a one-score game to hopefully hold true to go 10-0 in one-score games? Handoff. Give him 5. Jack Sawyer was there with Fred Warner. But everyone, welcome into the booth. Of course, Matt Kennedy here, 13-4 Dallas. They're going to need their 8 game at 8 versus 16-1 Falcons. A team that has Jalen Waddle and Xavier Worthy. How did that happen? Don't ask me. Handoff right. He has a lot of room to run. Bad containment that time. And just like that, this game is tied. Horrible setting the edge there by the linebackers. Cover 2. Usually one of the good run-fitting zone coverages of the football game. Unfortunately, 2 big splash plays for both teams. We're only 55 seconds in tonight, and we have 14 points on the board. 7-7, we're tied. Like I said, the sad part about this football game is, that wasn't even speed glitching, just perfect blocks. Here's Ramsey again. Can he do it again here tonight? No, that's what we expect most kickoffs. 25-yard line, they will take over tonight. The problem in Madden football is getting stops. We all know it is, whether it's speed glitching in Ultimate Team, but the problem with Atlanta Falcons is that they have abilities everywhere. Jalen Waddle and Worthy, not really the abilities that are going to kill you. But if they have Tank, it's even going to be the better. But, we're talking about a football team here. All defensive linemen have abilities for this Atlanta front. Edgerrin Cooper, no gain. But I think really it comes down to abilities, comes down to superstar players and star power. And I personally think this Falcons team on offense with Xavier Worthy, Jalen Waddle, Caleb Williams, Jalen Wright might not be someone who you know at home about, but you know, in franchise mode, you definitely know who that guy is, a nice young running back in this franchise. Underneath, it's going to be Dylan Sampson, get some blocks, give him 13 yards, first down. Good job there for the blocking after the catch. It's called rack, run after the catch, first down. These two teams won the NFC championships each. First 2 years of the Man 26 franchise. Time flies, folks, February 3rd. It's already now the third year in this franchise, third season. Double team and no outsiders. Handoff, Sampson, give him 4. 2 rushes for 3 yards. You got a double team and no outsiders from that D-line tonight. But you got to watch out for the containment of Jalen Hurts. 4 touchdown passes last week, and somehow, some way, all 4 were on the run, playmaker touchdowns, north, upfield. 7-7, almost in field goal range here for Cam Little already. And they're going to go ahead here and probably stay in the play they had here. They might do an in route, though, for DK. And here we go. Inside, Kelvin Gerard, first down. Working against that cover 3. Post routes work a lot versus cover 3. Underneath that deep blue. What a throw by Hurts and a better catch by the rookie Gerard, first down. Inside the 37-yard line. This looks to be cover 0. Anytime it's cover 0, you want to eliminate the play action pass. It is cover 0. And that's just a running back who got clogged. 2nd and 10. Well, you diagnosed the cover 0 perfectly, Coach K, but the problem is the game fucked you right there. 2nd and 10. Good job, though, by the Falcons there to cover up the Trey McBride out route anyway. 2nd and 10. Underneath. Abuka! First down. Give him 15. DJ Turner on the tackle. Coach K, the key is stay in the game. When you stay in close games, you tend to win them. When the game gets away from you, it's game script. 1st and 10. Play action. Cover 0. Down goes Hurts. Could not recognize that blitz. Jalen Carley's on the tackle and sack for a loss. 2nd and 17. Well, I think you're going to see a lot of that tonight. The personnel group does not do well versus cover 0. The Cowboys, that is. 2nd and 17. They're going right back to a post route. Abuka, first down. Post routes, I think, are the most underrated in the entire game. Cover 2, deep middle. Cover 3, underneath that deep blue. The way it won't work, probably cover 2 man and probably cover 4. Cover 0, 2 if the blitz comes in fast enough. Handoff, Sampson, cuts back. Give him 2. 2nd and goal, red zone is really where you get your pay dirt. For the offensive unit, offensive coordinators get big money here for these situations. 2nd and goal. Hurts. Scramble and he gets rid of it. Touchdown McBride. Penetrate the defense up and release it. Hurts is firing up for a touchdown. 13-7. Well, what a job by Atlanta. They have a pocket. Pocket was contained. The problem is it's one less rusher. When you have one less rusher, Coach K stays pitching in the pocket, sees who's open. The slant was covered backside. Your best friend's open underneath, Trey McBride. 14-7. Question is, can this defense get a stop? Jalen Wright. Jalen Wright. First down. It's one of those things where the sideline's your best friend, but it didn't look like right there, did it? 14-7. Let's see the first pass attempt here tonight, maybe from Caleb Williams, who was running sideline dead eye, inside dead eye. Well, let's just say it right now. They're running the best abilities in the game. Why not? Inside dead eye, sideline dead eye. That's pretty much built-in dots. We have it too on Jalen Hurts. I recommend any X-factor quarterback who can get numerous abilities in the game to go out there and get sidelined and inside that eye. Ultimate team, not even a question. First down. See what they have in store here. And play action pass. And Bishop was there, but not close enough. Sorry, soon enough. First down. You can see right there in the replay, pressure from Jervin Dexter. And Cole Bishop was right there in coverage, but not enough. 1st and 10. For J. Ryan Company, contain. On Williams. And he's going to toss Tyreek Smith. It's going to be packed. Smith! First down. The tag team safeties, Coach K believes in his safeties. Not many people do. In my friend group, they believe more in the interior D-line, but Coach K, time and time again, he defends safeties in the football position group, and right there it proved worthy. Zach Bond and the defensive group now has protection and rest on the sideline. First down. The safeties cover it all. They do a great job in the back half of that football team. No coverage lap there. Here's Sampson. What a cutback, him for. No pick artist there. Really shocked to see Tyreek Smith be able to take someone's lunch just like that. Xavier Worthy, Jalen Waddle, although they are S-tier receivers, they're not going to be one-on-one jump ball people. And I think Coach K did a good job there defending the short pass with switch stick. It made him go deep and test the deep defenders. Again, first down. They're going to go deep. Shamir DK. He's got it! Touchdown! There is no flags against Greg Newsome. Falcons fans are stunned. What a throw by Hurts. All these football principles were taught at a young age. One-on-one, no safety help. You take that chance 10 times out of 10 as long as you have at least one shorter step. And right there, Shamir DK was traded for a 3rd rounder from New England in the year 2. Coach K's mighty receivers getting it done tonight. First down. Touchdown. Jalen Wright, 26-yard line, 21-7. And again, you lose this game. You can't say you had no fight tonight. Coach K 2-0 all time in the conference championship games. It's showing why early tonight. They're going to blitz their edges against Williams. Handoff, left side. Can they contain him? Secure tackler there for Dallas Turner. 3 yards. Can this defense get a stop? That one could have been packed. Fred Warner in the summer air. The dome air. 3rd and 7. This is where you got a pass commit. Trust your D lineman, Tavondre Sweat. This is where you get big money here if you're a D lineman. They're not containing. They're sending their full men underneath. Worthy, first down. It's one of those things again where, cover 4 is so naked underneath. You may stop, the deep passes, but that underneath's wide open, naked. First down. Jalen Wright. They're going to do a cover 0 blitz here. And there's Tavondre Sweat, the first one to hit him. The next to hit him, I believe, was Tyreek Smith. 2nd and 11. I really don't know how much they're going to trust their receivers against our corners one-on-one. Watch Coach K tonight to limit the man coverage for that reason. Underneath, Jalen Wright. First down. He has tank. You can't hit stick him. Atlanta does get ball at half, but if you're able to get a stop tonight and possibly make it a 3-score game at half, even 17 points, that would pay huge dividends. First down. It's probably they're going to pass commit here and gamble. Well, wow. I am shocked. Coach K had a gamble there. I saw him do a lot of adjustments. Usually when you do 2 or 3 adjustments, it's typically a pass. 2nd and 6. Over. Worthy. Can Warner get him? Yes, 2nd and goal. Perfect blocking the outside there. 1st and goal. This is where you got to man up your players in these situations in the red zone. Shade outside as well. Williams would contain on in the red zone. What a play. Touchdown. Working against Zach Baun. But again, Coach K has a chance to respond. Flags in the air for ATL. It's now a 1-score game again. Well, it's a lose-lose situation. You know, if you play man coverage, you stop the RPO, you stop the levels maybe, but you got to watch out for the corner route. You got to watch out for the running backs. High speed to the outside sidelines. It's really tough to go out there and stop trips in the red zone. You call zone coverage, you better puppy guard the RPO and the swing. 21-14. Again, Coach K going to still trust his handoff team here tonight. Handoff. Right side. Now you know why. Sampson, first down. Soft field goal range. You can now chew clock as well. Under 3 minutes. That's why they trust it. Go behind this offensive line, tried and true. They can chew clock under 3 minutes legally in each half. Handoff. Again, Sampson. Tackle by Edgerrin Cooper. 2nd and 11. 2-minute warning here in Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Atlanta, Georgia. 2nd and 11. It's not going to be super easy in these games, but Coach K, if he hasn't played a perfect game so far, at least an A-, you're going to need to keep that or better to even have a chance in these games. In the flat, it is McBride. He earned those 4 yards. Give him 4. If I was Atlanta, I would call a timeout. 3rd and 7. Clock will tick. They're already in Shamir DK field goal range. You can't take a sack here if you're Jalen Hurts. 3rd and 7. Hurts finds McBride. That's a bailout. That is a bailout. We're not going to celebrate that. That is absolutely bullshit. We are not going to celebrate that. That is disgusting. That should at least be incomplete. Good user by him. Again, I don't know if it deserved to be picked. Probably at least incomplete. The receiver still has the inside leverage there. That's why you throw that 10 out of 10 times. First down. Wide open Sampson. Check down pass. Stays in bounds to wind the clock. First down. They got to move. This is where you run the ball here and then call a timeout. Get some yards, hopefully. Handoff. Sampson. Give him 12. Timeout Atlanta, but I think call it too late. What a job by Coach K here, changing up the pace of the game. COP. My tennis coach used to tell me COP, change of pace, is the key to winning sports. 1st and 10. Hurts. In the pocket. What a catch by DK. Give him 4. Clock winds. Timeout. Atlanta. It's not going to be easy here, folks, to get 7 versus this football team. Can they do it? Hurts. Had Sampson, but was too late. 3rd and 6. That's unfortunate. You had Sampson. They're looking for the zig route. Took too long. 3rd and 6. This is where you run the ball here, I think. Handoff, Sampson! At least you made them burn their last time out. And they'll kick. It's still a soft win, though, for Dallas because with only about 13 seconds, it's going to be really tough to get points. It's still a whole 2-score lead. They get ball at half. But remember, the last thing you want is a pick 6 there or an interception, sack, fumble, whatever. They'll take their 2-score lead gladly, barring a miracle here with only 8 seconds and no timeouts. If you're Atlanta here, you cannot throw a pick. You throw a pick, as long as we're at midfield, it's a field goal. Williams. You got to be very careful here. Is able to get it off. Now it's at least Hail Mary range. 24-14. Again, game script is in Coach K's favor. They're going to play all the way back and just play analytics here. And hopefully he's not going to get a deep post. It's possible. Has to be 63 yards, though. Man up 3 deep here is your best bet. Can't have a delay game here, Caleb. That would be a 10-second runoff. Underneath, tight end, halftime. Horton. It's actually a receiver, I think. Could be wrong. It is the receiver, Horton. If Coach K gets one stop for a 17-point lead, I mean, even 13 points is pretty selling. I think that would be enough, almost, to be convincing enough that they are going to hopefully win this game. And if not, you're at least heavily favored. Right now, you're slightly favored because they can score in one play with this high-powered offense. The key in this game so far was stopping, in my opinion, Waddle and Worthy deep, but Jalen Wright has still had his way in this game. Hurts played a pretty good game. The receivers have. McBride, he fought. 24-14. First and 10. Handoff. Jalen Wright. Give him 8. Just can't happen. You know, approaching right now 14.7 yards per carry. Absolutely can't happen for Jalen Wright tonight. Just can't. 2nd and 2. They're trying to switch, Dick. See, I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to send that guy in the flat. I want you to send the guy in there. Should have been, yeah. First down, though, a good scramble by Caleb Williams. Good switch by me there, not enough. First down. Trying to contain. Underneath right. What a spin. Jalen Wright. First down. It's levels. Levels constant. They're X under. Coach K is trying his best to really guard the corner and the underneath. It's not always going to work, though. First down.
Good luck. Hey, for my
Williams. Slide smartly, give him 6. What?
I took all the favorite 5 college basketball teams, double result. So
Right.
if they're winning at halftime and at the end, $100. I had a $200 bonus bet. We'll win $2,000.
Good luck, Austin. First down. Caleb Williams. Throw of a sack. Jack Sawyer, 2nd and 10. Again, so far, Coach K got bailed out on one pass this game, 2nd and 10. But it's definitely going to take a whole village to win this game. Waddle with the speed of the one. It's going to take more than one play to win this game. 1st and goal, Waddle with the speed. Rack. So far, it's been the lack of pressure, in my opinion, with these football teams. The lack of pressure, I think, has been pivotal in defenses not getting enough stops tonight. Will they do a quarterback sneak? They will! He's not in, though. 2nd and goal. Textbook always says play the sneak, though, early. I think he might do a toss play, but send your guys out wide for the toss play. Power O, you got to hope for a shed. To toss! And that's why you got to go on both ends. See, we know what to do, but the problem again is it's still really difficult to get stops in this game. You need some CPU sheds there. What a call by Atlanta. 24-21. You got to have people on both sides on the outside. 24-21. It's going to be probably a one-score game. The only thing going for Coach K again is that he is right now 9-0 all year in one-score games. That's the key. Keep it a one-score game. 24-21 here tonight. Game script. You get a touchdown here. It's almost the 4th quarter. Up by 2 scores. What a game tonight, guys. What a game. Definitely not the read. Gerard! 1st down. He is 6'2". I don't know who was guarding him. Ooh, it was deep. That's just being mossed. That is definitely a bailout. And again, we're not going to say it's skill. But the thing I will say is far right of your screen, DJ Turner, 5'10". That is the problem in the Mutt community. Here's Sampson, what a cutback, M5. The biggest con is small corners getting dunked on. And right there, that's evidence. You have to be careful. If you click on, you're not rack swerving, you're not glitch swerving, you're clicking on and you're just going for aggressive catches. Slant, batted, 3rd and 5. Aggressive catches are a thing. If you are 5'10 or under, you can get agged. That's why I don't have sketch in Mutt. 24-21. 3rd and 5. Underneath, almost packed. 4th and 5, they're going to kick it. They should have ran cover 0. I think he knows my play there in the drag verticals. Can they make this? Coach K in the clutch. Yes. From midfield, you are in range. Game script is still ours. Even a touchdown by ATL. No matter what, even an 8-point drive, field goal wins 30-29. And again, stellar defense by Atlanta tonight. A drop pick. Coach K has gotten at least 3 bailouts in this game. It's not even close. We have a kickoff return too. Coach K is getting bailed out, but he's still making enough plays regardless to stay in this game. And that right there is not equivalent to a drop pick, but it could have been a sack. Again, both teams will get bailouts. It's a matter of who gets more bailed out in more pivotal moments. Contain is on for Williams. Warner is there, secure tackle at 3rd and 6. If this defense can get one more stop, somehow, some way, sacks, fumbles, whatever, that is what you look for to get a 2-score lead. They're going to trust their men and islands. Good luck. It's what has to be done. Now they're going to switch to zone. Last second. He rolled and it's inches. I don't know if you had a possession, Matt Kyler. He had the deep sidelines naked in cover 2 there. It's going to be trips. They're going to have to do man-to-man. They're going to call a timeout, actually, for a personnel change. Coach K could not get his timeout ready, or his play ready. They want cover 1 here. Can they find it? Why is it Robert Press? They got to try to find a cover 1 here. It's what they want. There it is. Shade outside for the RPO. Contain. Right, got it. First down. That's still the right play design, though. Safety in the box. You got to hope for a shed there. They didn't get it. First down. They're going to go to a cover 3 now. Gets a block. Xavier Worthy. Can he go the distance? Touchdown. No flags. Perfect blocking there in the RPO. Not much you can do with your Coach K. They have the lead 28-27. Again, this this offense, so hard to stop. They knew it was going to be a handoff or an RPO on 4th and inches. You just didn't get the shed. And now Coach K is sadly down a timeout because of that personnel change. Could not get it in time. 28-27, what a game. No matter what happens. But again, really it shouldn't have been 4th and inches, really. I mean, the guy rolled over. But when you do possession catches, that's what might happen, is you get that rollover animation. 1st and 10. Hurts. What a job. 6 yards, Telvin Gerard. Up in the pocket, make that throw. Good job extending that play. Jalen Hurts. Quarterback spy, doesn't matter. Go up in the pocket and make the throw. I didn't want a possession there, though. I'm shocked he's possession that. 2nd and 4. Play action here. Maybe take a shot. Play action for Hurts. And there it is. Shamir DK. First down. I think bare minimum here, you need a field goal to at least force them to drive. Touchdown would easily be monumental. Another play action pass. It's going to be picked. Adrian Cooper, I didn't see him. First down. I didn't see him. Good job there by Kyler. He lurked me in the middle of the field there. I don't know if I just didn't see him. I did not see him. Whether I was truly blind or he blended in at the logo, I don't know what it was, but we didn't see him. Blind read by Coach K. 28-27, and now this defense needs to stop. Can they get it? Again, that's at least a third. Again, no matter what happens, we did get bailed out more because they were turnovers that were dropped. But I still think the third, that needs to be a stop. Your defense is playing good. You don't get the sack reward. It's a reason why this team does not have a double digits tonight. Can they get run sheds? No. First down, Jalen Wright. At least they'll have a sack pick, a fumble, a sack, something. It's a big reason why an ultimate team, we say it all the time, when their quarterbacks hit, you got to go out there and get some better animations than that. And out of bounds. Does not stop the clock, though. Clock will only stop under 5 minutes to play. It's now 2nd and 6. Again, you got to man these guys up for these RPOs. Now going to go to cover 3. Handoff right. What a hit by Warner. 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4. They're going to call cover 2 now. Contain is on. Oh, it should have been picked! And that's exactly why we tell you guys, celebrate all you want. You know, we got bailed, they got bailed. Everyone usually gets bailed an equal amount by the end of the game. 28-27. The kick is good by a good 7 yards or so. That should have been picked. Regardless, a cinematic game tonight in front of your eyes. 31-27. Ramsey will return this. Ramsey to the 22-yard line. It's better than the 20-yard line. Here we go. It's going to be a really tough game tonight. 4-down territory. Good stop by the Dallas Cowboys. Handoff. Sampson. Nowhere to go. Loss of 2. 2nd and 12. You have to convert here. Score a touchdown and make him go all the way down by 3 for a touchdown to end the game. McBride. Not the right read. Breaks 1 tackle. Breaks 2. Give him 5. Correction 6. Wrong read though. The corner route would have been open. 3rd and 6. Again, these games are not easy at all here, folks. 3rd and 6. McBride, seam. He got it. 1st down. Big plays made by McBride. Again, we cannot chew clock. It might be the last drive, but that's if we have so many 3rd downs. I doubt it. Handoff, Sampson. Loss of 1. They have lost the trenches tonight, not even close. 2nd and 11. Front 4 of Atlanta. Hutchinson. It's actually JT Timalelo. Yesterday we said late two. That was someone else. 2nd and 11. No, I wanted a playmaker, but I juked instead. That was a choke job by me. Rolls out. I pressed RS, but I didn't do LT, and I wanted to, I'm used to the old rules there. 3rd and 11. Big play here for Dallas. Huge play. It's got to be there. Sampson, incomplete. 4th and 11. Good job there against cover 0. And Coach K has to convert this. The curl there was the read against cover 0. Bad coaching by me. 4th and 11. This is not going to be easy by any means, but it has to be there. The playmaker to Ibuka. He's got it. 1st down. The patience. Jalen Hurts, the veteran, getting it done. Again, 4th down and 10. It said to punt the ball. We had to go to my Coach K playbook there. 1st down. Wow. That is just an instant pressure. What a job there. We're going to shoot clock, though, now. This is it, the last drive, in my opinion. This is it. 2nd and 15. You don't score here, you don't deserve to win the game. That's football, that's sports. Underneath, Ibuka. Give him 6. 2 plays, 9 yards. You got to have it. Third and 9. Does Coach K consider running the ball here? Find out next. Nope, not versus cover 0. It is cover 0 here. They're going for the curl route here, folks. McBride! No, it's dropped. 4th and 9. And again, they had the right idea, but he could not hang on. Brings up 4th and 9. When it's cover 0 like that, that's some of the sharper reads there, is to go for that. Big play, folks. Big play. It's got to be there. Abuka! No! They had the wrong button. They wanted RB, and that might do it unless Coach K gets a stop. That's one thing where I'll be honest with you. Good coverage by Atlanta. You know pressure's coming. First button I saw, I pressed it, but I know RB was open. Unfortunately, they pressed the wrong button. First down. Can they get a stop? If not, the game is sadly over. Give them 2. First down now ends the game mathematically. At the end of the day, McBride dropped that curl route, but I mean, it's tough coverage. I mean, I'm not going to blame him for that. We have to make that read to RB right there. 2nd and 8. Will he catch it? Yes! And Atlanta will go to Super Bowl 9. Coach K is eliminated. Pressure by Jack Sawyer. Good playmaker there in the slant by Kyler. Hard-fought game. I would need the ball here. If you fumble the ball, that would be catastrophic. Jalen Wright, I was going to say, I mean, you can knee it out, and that's going to do it. The difference in this game is that we could not clutch up on that last drive. It is what it is. Good game to Atlanta. It's a great player to lose to. Atlanta Falcons, back-to-back years, going to the NFC Championship title. The Super Bowl, Coach K gets his first loss in a conference championship in CKFL history. Here in Season 9. Again, it's Season 3 of this year, but Season 9 overall. It's really tough to stop those RPOs speed-wise. I think we overall did a good job, but I still think the speed was the problem on this football defense. And it's one of those things where it's like, look, guys, when you give a team like that, Xavier Worthy and Waddle, Caleb Williams, whatever, it is not unstoppable, but man, you better be on your A game to beat the Atlanta Falcons. Again, Ben Ramsey with a kickoff return there. The guy only has, oh wow, he actually does have 93 speed. Okay, I didn't know that. He seems a lot slower than that, I'll be honest with you guys, okay? But we got to get going, guys. It was good talking to you guys. What a fun game it was. Both teams dropped picks, whatever. But at the end of the day, dude, Jalen Wright had a night, and the difference was we stalled in that last drive. I think our defense, I mean, no sacks. Actually, no, he got 1 sack, I think. 1 or 2 sacks. So we'll check the box score. Fuck it. For the box score, I mean, Atlanta, had 130 more total yards. Third down conversions. Let's go to percentages here. I thought there was a percentage. Fourth down conversions, 1 each. That was pivotal. Player stats. Both quarterbacks over 100 quarterback rating. Pretty good. Rushing. Not bad for Samson, but no breakouts for him, sadly. And then I feel like for defense, though, I do want to see the sacks. It was 2 sacks. Yep, one of them was cover 0. One of them was a great bull rush there by JT Tumelo. 2 sacks versus our none is pivotal. But at the end of the day, it was a great game. It was a fun game. Good luck to the Chargers versus the Jaguars. Whatever it is, you got to stay disciplined. Clock advantage. We had the game script, and we could not win it in the end. Good game to Kyler. We're going to head out. Super Bowl 9 tomorrow night. We will